Hi everyone. So today you find me doing some woodworking for some bits in the boat. Still just turned February here, so get some stuff done that I can take to the boat and fit. So at this particular moment in time, I'm building a housing that I want to use to put a second bilge pump on my boat because there isn't space. So I'm building this housing to hold it and the pipes, related pipes, and a depth sounder I want to put in this housing as well. So I'm just quickly running through here, doing a few bits, cutting up some wood, sticking it together, and you'll see the end result in a few minutes. But this is all to go on the boat. I know it might not be very interesting, but it might be interesting to somebody who is looking to do this sort of thing. You don't need very many tools, and it's quite easy to do. Well, this will be getting epoxied and fiberglass and stuff, but we're just doing the woodwork bit for today. Send the comments, you can let me know if you're really interested in seeing how I'm doing this stuff. I can slow the video down for you later and put it back up. I mean, even if only one person wants to see it or it helps them, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, no worries. So you can see me here, I'm using a bit of miter lock to hold the bits together. It sticks almost instantly. It's like super glue for wood, realistically. If the edges are nice and tidy, you'll be able to glue things together. And that holds it in place while I'm screwing and stuff. I'll just show you the now. It's just cheap, well, it's not cheap. It's about a tenner for the kit fee, Screwfix or whatever. Screwfix if you're in the UK. If you're anywhere else, I don't know, you'll just have to look it up. So this is going to be the top edge of my housing, or the top side of my housing. So I'm just going to run it across the front of the bench seating in my boat, just to give myself a little bit extra space in between what would be the cabin sole and the hull of the boat, effectively. The things that I want to put underneath the cabin sole don't fit there, so I'm just making a little step up in front of the bench so that I have space to fit them. So, and this is me, I'm just about to cut the side bit now. So it's going to be about, I might cut this down, but it's going to be about 20 centimetres high and about 10 centimetres wide. So as you can see from my video, I'm no joiner. I kind of have half an idea what I want to do and how to do it. And I don't have any fancy tools. I don't have track saws, so I've got a spirit level and clamps instead. It does the job. It does it just fine. And it's good enough for me. So I'm happy with that. So all I'm doing effectively is creating an L-shaped piece of wood. Like, I don't know, you would call it a pipe chase if you put it up the side. Just to create more space underneath my cabin sole, as I said. As you can see, I don't even have a proper workbench. So this is a little table that somebody built years ago and I'm just using it as a workbench. So this is me attaching, or going to attach what would be the top, or no, the side to the top. We'll get some of that miter lock on here again to hold it in place. And we'll bang some screws in it. So for today's purposes, it'll just be literally an L-shaped box, a bit of boxing in. And when I attach it to the boat, it'll be better supported because it'll be supported on the bottom edge and the top edge, so it will actually be load bearing almost. So we'll just bang these bits together. just before this point, I went off to look for my router. Turns out I can't find it, it's completely disappeared. I wanted to curve the edge over, so I've ended up curving it over. I'm making a little radius in it with an electric plane, and then in the second, a rotary sander, whatever you call it. So that's what we're doing here. Just make a nice little curved edge, so there's nothing sharp to cut yourself on. So now let's clean up all the edges, so I don't get any splinters. Don't want any splinters now, do we? So beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So when I was at work and I managed to spot this beautiful pallet, and I thought, do you know what, if I chopped that up the right way, that'd make a good cabin sole. All I've got down there at the minute is a piece of plyboard, which I bunged in because the last piece was rotten. So I thought, I'll get this and I'll make a nice cabin sole with it. So I'm going to show you quickly how that's done. Quickly, it's at 32 times speed, as normal, as the rest of this video has been. So, needless to say, I've got to pull the pallet apart first. So now that I've pulled the pallet apart, this will be the pieces of wood I'm using to make it look nice. I'm going to chop it up, get rid of all the nail holes, and start attaching to this. I think it's a 6mm piece of ply or whatever. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be very strong. I'm going to epoxy it later and add some extra support underneath. Oh yeah, you'll have noticed that I'm nearly finishing it. That's because my battery run out on my camera. So, sorry. I just showed you the start and show you the end, but this is the general result. Now you can see I'll have a little quick tidy up, and then I start gluing it all together, putting some tacks in to hold it in place while the glue dries. I don't suppose you need to see me do that 13 or 14 times, so let's just skip to the end, eh? So let's crack on with some sanding, and then you'll see in a minute I take a plane to it. And when I take the plane to it, I actually make a big gouge in it, so I changed my mind about what I'm doing with that. Back to the sander again. So we'll just sand it down and make sure there's no splinters, no rough bits. Just make it nice and smooth. That's a plan. Now you can see here, this sort of emulates how it'll be sitting in the boat across the, I don't know, want a better word, joist. So that was a strength test. It's not very strong, but it'll get better. And this is me, I suppose, just thinking out loud about how I can brace it up a bit more. So that's something I'll do on the boat, to be honest. It'll be stronger when I put epoxy in between all the joins anyway. So this is what I've achieved so far, ready to go on the boat. I've got my cabin sole, which I'm going to epoxy. I've got my electric box, and I've got my housing for my depth sounder and bilge pump hoses. So I'm doing pretty well, considering I'm not on the boat. Oh, this is the state of my gearing after I've done it. So, remember to enter my wee draw. Just subscribe and press done, and you'll be automatically entered. I'll give everybody a number and do a live draw in the end. Thanks for watching. Cheers.